Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do the second part of the 911 update, and there's been a few things happening over the past couple of weeks, mainly for the body of the 911. I'm going to get the car out real quick and we're going to have a look, so I'm going to explain everything to you, so let's do that real quick. Alright, so the car is out now, and if you remember from my first look video on the 911, the car had some massive side skirts on the car when I bought it, and underneath we found some rust, and we also found some massive metal parts to fit the side skirts, which look really bad. And over the past couple of weeks I've been trying to find a really good body shop to help me redo everything on the 911 to get it perfect and nice and clean. And we're also going to do a couple other things in the shop today. Our lift is finally working, so we're going to get the car up and we're gonna get all of the paint off the car to see where we have metal, where we have other stuff. I'm going to give you a quick look right now before we're going to get the car up. And then the other thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to get the interior clean again. I'm going to detail the seats, the leather and everything. I am going to change the seats, however it will take a couple of months before I get that in, because I will fully customize the seats and that will take quite some time. But more on that soon. I will need your guys' opinion on that as well. Alright, so let's have a quick look on the car, and then we're gonna get the car on the lift. Alright, so this is the car, as you can see. We also now finally have the rear wing. So it just came last week. It's in mint condition, and I'm still figuring out if I want to put the turbo wing in the rear or not. I'm gonna put a photo in right now so you can see what it would look like. So I'm still deciding on that, but not in a rush at all. And then, as you can see on the sides, this is what I was talking about in the first drive, or the first look video, sorry, about these side skirts here, is that we have several drill holes all around the sides here. They're obviously a bit rusty. We have several holes here on the rear side here of the panel, and we have this massive knob here that we're going to cut to the original size again. So on this side it looks much worse, and we finally found out what the problem was. So I'm going to give you a bit of light. There you go. So as you can see, it looks really rough around here. Then the main problem was that this car was not a wax turbo look. So the car was built in '86, but it crashed in '88, and then they've redone the car to the turbo looks, as you can see here in the rear with the wide fender. And the problem was that the original body ended here, and it needed something to extend from here to the rear panel here, which is the turbo looks. So what they did, they just used these parts here, pretty much just glued it in. It looks terrible. And so now, as you can see, it looks really bad. But the good thing is, it's not as rusty as I thought it would be. So we have no rust underneath here. But right now we have to figure out what is metal and what is some other glue and whatnot they used. So it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I was really scared that we would have rust all underneath the body, but right now it looks really good. We already took the car up, we had a look. So I think the main problem right now is that we need a body shop that can sort of make a really nice extension from the original body to the turbo fenders, and then we should be complete. Then the next problem, of course, was to find a solid body shop to do the work on my car. And I'm gonna tell you that was really not easy. I'm gonna be 100% transparent here. I've had several offers made for the car, and I feel like people are just trying to rip me off because I own a Porsche here in Switzerland. And I'm a bit upset about that, because I've had 3 offers in, and one was 3,000 Swiss francs, one was 5,000, and the other one was 15,000. So I was a bit curious, what hourly rates are they putting on for this work. So that was a bit of a bummer. But then my best friend, luckily, his family knows someone who has a private body shop, so he's just doing this for fun. He's retired, And I showed him the car. We were looking at it, and he was super nice, so transparent. He's been doing this all of his life, so he really knows what he's doing. He also showed me some of his work. So I'm gonna do the work with him, and he also told me that we're gonna take the car up together, we're gonna have a look, and we're gonna see how long it takes and how much it's gonna cost. So that is super nice, and we now have the window of the first week of February to get that done. So the body shop will be first week of February, and he also has a really good friend who's a good painter, so we're gonna get the car repainted. So the body sides, not the entire car, of course. That will be in sort of second week of February, most probably. So then we should have enough time to get the car road legal and everything until May, because I'm gonna have a really, really good road trip in May. More on that soon. So I'm gonna polish the interior real quick, and then we're gonna take the car up, and I'm gonna show you what we're going to do and how we're gonna get the paint off and everything to get it ready for the body shop, which will be in about 3 or 4 weeks. Let's go. Okay, so it's the next day now. The car is still there. I'm gonna put it on the lift in a sec. But I wanted to throw this one in because I finally received my birth certificate in the mail today. Now, we're quickly going to discuss why this is so important to have. So essentially, the main question that will be answered with this document is if my 911 is matching numbers. And that is super important because back in the 80s, with the tunings in there, and people just didn't really set a lot of importance on this stuff. But now, of course, these cars got worth a lot more and is really important. And what that means is basically that your 911 has a matching gearbox, a matching chassis, and a matching engine number. And you can look this stuff up. So you find the engine number on the side of the engine in the rear, you find the gearbox number underneath the car, and of course you find the chassis number inside the car. Now you can sort of look up if everything is matching, if like on the similar year. So that is what I did. So I knew that everything is from the same year, and that was 86. But ultimately, you can really only see if the car has matching numbers when you order the birth certificate from Porsche. So you send everything in, your gearbox number, your engine number, and your chassis number, and it will take around a month. It costs around $400. And that will sort of show you if it's correct, if you have matching numbers. And for the worth of the car, that is really, really important for the value of the car. Because if you have matching numbers in Switzerland, it's hard to say how much the car is worth, but I'm sure it's around 5 to 10 grand more if you have matching numbers. So let's have a quick look. Now I can't show you all the details inside the certificate because of privacy and stuff. But so you get this paper here, really nice with the Porsche logo and everything. And when you open it up, you see all the specs about your car. You also get a lettering through it. And then here on this one, I can show you this lower section here. You can see how the car left the factory. So as you can see here, the car has speed control, front and rear bumper, everything. But the most important thing is on this paper here, I'm gonna blur a bit of it, I'm sorry, but it says right here that my car has matching numbers. So for me, that is amazing news. My 911 has matching numbers, and that means that it's really, really good for the value of the car because I got a good price on it. And yeah, I'm really happy about this fact. But I think it's time to get the car in the lift and start working on it. I've also got a lot of parts in the mail today over here. As you can see, we're gonna open it up real quick. I finally have the new hub adapter for the new steering wheel. I got a lot of parts for the rear lights and all of that. I got some isolation for the interior of the car, but I am still waiting on a lot of other parts. I've ordered a full short shifter kit from the US. I really took the best one out there on the market, so I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on a full steering wheel that's coming, also new rear lights. Alright, so the car is ready to go up. The main thing that we're going to do today is we're going to get rid of this side piece here, as you can see. So I'm gonna cut this out, and then I'm gonna start removing the paint here on the sides to figure out where we have metal and where not. So I'm gonna do this on both sides. I have lots of parts here as mentioned, and just quickly want to take a look at this one, because this is something I always enjoy having on my cars, and I have it on the 944 as well, and that is a original Porsche leather ring badge here. Really nice, finest materials, because I don't know where the key is right now, but I have the same on the 944 as well. Here it is. So I now have a black one and of course a blue one for the 911. Super nice. Alright, so I'm gonna end this video here. We have now one side almost complete. We have all the paint off. Took me quite some time. I still have to do the other side, but I'm lucky that we have the big massive side skirt holders off now. And yeah, so I still have 2 more weeks to go, so I'm gonna do a lot more next week to get all of the paint off, and then we can go to the body shop. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions regarding this project, leave them down below, and I'll be back with another update very soon. So see you soon, guys.